Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. Today's class, we are going to be looking at the most underrated topic in mathematics. The first we are going to look at in percentage is how we can change our fraction or decimal to a percentage. Let's take for example, so we are asked here to express the numbers in each percentage, okay? So the first number we have is 0.35. So this is the basic aspect of this topic. So that's where we are going to start from the basic, then we progress. To find a to express this number as a percentage, so what are we going to do? It's very simple. When you are asked to express a number in percentage, just multiply that number by 100. What do I mean? Number one, if I have 0.35, all I need to do is to write it as 0.35 times 100 over 1. So that will give me 35%. Okay, so when I multiply by 100 over 1, I will not include my what? Percentage. Then the second one, of course, the same way, the difference is that this one is a decimal, while this one is a fraction. So I'm going to have 7 over 5 will give me 7 over 5 times 100 over 1. So that will give us 5 here, 1, 5 here, 20, 20 times 7, 140%. So any fraction at all, just multiply by 100. Any decimal, you can just multiply by 100, you get your percentage. Okay, so let us look at the next subtopic. So the next thing we have is to calculate the given percentage of a quantity. Now, this when you have a number part of or a quantity or a particular measurement that is part of a larger measurement. So you are not asked to find the percentage of this value to that value. Okay, so it's just like when you are also expressing a fraction in percentage. So let's look at some of the examples under this particular type of problem on percentage. So we have two problems on the board. Okay, that's related to the given subtopic, which is to calculate a given percentage of a quantity. So the first problem says that we should find the 70% of $2,100. Okay. Now, you can also be asked this question in different ways. Find the 20% of a particular value. Okay, so what are you going to do? So this one is a little bit more straightforward than this, but let's solve this one first. So let's come here and have our solution. So in number one, to find the percentage of a certain amount is very simple. Okay, so all we need to do is to say 70% of 2,100. So that will give us 70% simply means 70 over 100, then times 2,100. This and this will go with this. Okay, so we now have 21 times 70, 14 here. So that will give us $1,471. Okay, so that is our answer. So 70% of $2,100 will give us $1,471. Okay. So let us move to the second part of the question. In the second part of the question, let's read it to understand what they are asking us. They say that Dan and Dave shared $1,200 and Dave got $800. Find the percentage of that Dan share. Okay. So first of all, Dan, what's Dan share? Dan is going to get 1,200. So Dan's share here. So 1,200 minus 800. So Dan is going to get $400. Okay. So if Dan is going to get $400, then we need to know the percentage of this amount. Okay, we need to know the percentage of this amount. What are we going to do? We say is 400 over 1,200 times 100 over 1. So this and this and this will go. 4 here 1, 4 here 3. So that will give us 100 over 3, which is equals to 33.3%. Okay, so these are the percentage of Dan's share of $1,200 if Dave is going to receive about $800. Remember what I did there? I first of all get the share of Dan, okay, then and express this number here in percentage, which is actually going to lead us to the next subtopic we are going to treat now. We are going to look at when we are asked to express a quantity as a percentage of another quantity. This problem can be solved in two ways, but let me solve it the longer way first, then I will now show you the shorter way of solving that. Now, what are they saying here? What they mean that you should express 36 as a percentage of 80 simply means that 36 is a percentage of 80. The way they said it, you have to write that expression or you have to write this as an equation or in mathematical form. So it means that 36 is X percent of 80. This is what it means that 36 is a percentage of 80. So we are looking for the percentage. This is actually the number we are looking for. So we are looking for the value of S so that we can be able to find that percentage of 80 that will give us what? 36. So we are trying to find the percentage of 80 or the part of 80 that will give us 36 if we put that expression in percentage. So that will give us 36 equals to X over 100 times 80. So this is what we have. So you can solve for X by canceling this out. This here will give you 4. This one here will give you 5. So I will have 36 equals to 4x over 5. Okay, so you can cross and multiply there. So that will give us 36 times 5 equals to 4x. Divide both sides by 4. You have 36 times 5 over 4 equals to 4x over 4. 4 will cancel out 4. I have x here. 4 here 1. 4 here 9. 9 times 5, that will give us 45. Therefore, uh, 45% of 80 will give us what? 36. So our answer is 45%. Okay, so that's the percentage of uh, 80 that will give us 36. Now, from what we have solved, if you look at this very well, from here, we can actually make S of the formula. Okay, if you do that, you will find out that your X percent is going to be 36 over 80 times 100. So if you know this, anytime you have a problem of this nature, it will be very easy for you to solve. Okay, 36 over 80 times 100. If they ask me express a number as a percentage of another number, so I will just say this number over this number times 100 over 1. So that will give us 0 0 here, 4 here, 4 there 2, 4 here 9, 2 here 1, 2 here 5. So you get your 45%. Okay, so whichever method you will use or you prefer to use to solve that problem is perfectly okay, but I will advise that you get used to making use of this short formula or this short method to solve that particular type of problem. Okay, so we are going to end the introduction to percentage at this point, and please share our video and give us a thumbs up. See you in the next class.